Okay, so any idea how you do this first one?
Sorry, I'm trying down the first one. So, no, I don't.
Sides are 10. Okay. Let's see this. So James has to mark out a triangular flower bed. XY is 8. Oh, these must total to be 10. So it says XZ is U. So that's U. There's something. And the other two sides, XZ and YZ. Okay. So XZ equals U. And XZ plus YZ equals 10. So what do you know about YZ? Or what could you call YZ in terms of U?
I'm not sure.
So you see how it says XZ is equal to U?
Yep.
So in the second one, instead of calling that XZ, you can call it U. So U plus YZ is equal to 10. And so what would you get if you made YZ the subject?
10 minus U?
Correct.
Okay.
So this triangle, XZ is the height, that's U. YZ is the base, that's 10 minus U. You have to make some equation so that you can solve U. Any idea what equation you can make?
Quadratic equation?
Yeah, and how would you do that?
I'm not sure.
Because it's a right angled triangle and involves three sides, do you know what formula is used for right angled triangles and three sides?
A squared plus B squared equals C squared.
Well done. Plus B squared equals C squared. Okay, so what is A?
U squared.
So that's U squared plus
10 minus U squared.
yeah equals
8 squared.
well done. And then you just simplify it. So how would you simplify that?
First of all, by making maybe 8 squared 64.
Yep.
After that, I'm not sure.
Expand the square bracket. Would you know how to do that?
Oh yeah. So 100 plus 10U.
Minus 10U, I believe.
Oh yeah, minus 10U. Minus 10U again. Minus U squared.
Minus U times minus U.
Oh, positive U, so plus U squared. So.
Yeah.
Okay. Equals 64.
And can you simplify even further?
So U squared plus 100 minus 20U.
Yeah.
Plus U squared equals 64. Okay. And we can simplify that even further. U to the power 4.
That would be if they were times. Adding just changes the number in front.
2u2.
Yeah.
Okay. Plus 100 minus 20u equals 64.
And there
Then,
one. Yeah, sorry, go on.
then from there, maybe 2u squared. If we make 64 go to the other side, it'll become minus 64. So
Yeah.
100 minus 64 is 36. So 2u squared plus 36
Mm-hmm.
minus 20u equals 0.
That's it. And I just
Okay.
wrote it the way they wrote it.
And from there, do we have to find, so what would be A in the formula, what would be B, and what would be C?
Yes. Okay, so what would that be?
A is 2,
Mm-hmm.
B is 36, and C is 20.
Yeah.
Minus 20 or 20?
Minus 20.
Okay. And then from there, I think we have to use a formula.
Yeah.
So, formula.
What
in this
calculator
case,
do you have?
Scientific one.
And do you know the number on the top?
Sorry, what do you mean?
So like
Brand?
so like 83 GT, something like that.
Oh yeah, I've got that FX83 GT Plus.
Okay. Yeah, sorry, go on. So the formula?
X in this it'd be in this case it would be X equals minus 36 plus or minus square root
Hold on. What was B?
minus 36.
B is the number in front of X, or in this case U, even if they're written a different way.
Sorry, is this always the case?
Yeah, so it's always ax squared plus bx plus c. So b is the number in front of x, the thing that's just x to the 1 or u to the 1. So even if you swapped these around and you did c first plus ax, so you did the x squared in the middle and then the x last, it's the same thing.
Yeah,
So
okay.
a is the number in front of x squared, c is the number with no x, and then b is the number in front of x. And in this case,
Okay.
they're using u. Yeah.
Yeah, I see what I went wrong. Okay. So 36 is C.
Mm-hmm.
Minus 20 is B.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So to start again, so X equals minus 20.
Yeah.
How do you say this afterwards? It's like an X with a minus sign underneath.
So you'd say like plus or minus.
Okay, plus or minus square root of B squared. So that's minus 20 squared.
Mm-hmm.
Minus 4ac. So 4ac would be 4 times 2 times 36.
Yeah.
288. And then from there it's 2a divided by 2a. So that would be 4 in this case.
Yeah.
So we'll simplify that to 20 plus or minus square root of.
And so how do you do that plus or minus thing in your calculator?
We do it with plus, and then second time we do it with minus.
Correct.
Minus 688 divided by 4 equals, okay. Divided by 4 equals, I got a math error.
Did you close all your brackets?
I'll try again. So 20 plus square root of minus 688 over 4 equals, yeah, math error.
You shouldn't be getting a minus square root. It should be minus. What is minus? You see how I put my one in?
Yeah.
So you could do that. Or what is minus 20 squared?
Minus, no, 400, sorry, 400.
Yeah, it becomes positive 400. So putting it in a bracket squared will always work. And that's why you'll notice the 2 after it and the 36, the 2 on the bottom, I put them all in brackets because that will always work, even for negatives.
Okay. Why is the minus 20 in a square root though?
So that's just the formula. And minus 20, so it's b squared minus 4ac. So b is minus 20. And minus 20 squared becomes positive 400. So it stops being a negative and becomes positive.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so what do you recommend? So when we have x equals... So before I've simplified it, what should I do basically?
So I think don't simplify it at all. Like you'll notice
Okay.
in my calculator, and just to show just how little I simplified it, I put minus 20 at the start.
Okay.
So I didn't even do any of that. I just let the calculator do everything.
Okay, yeah. So I'll try with the long version that I have. So it's minus 20 plus square root of minus 20 squared minus 288 over 4. Yeah, I get that as well. Okay, so I'll try it your way.
And you'll notice I wrote it down exactly the same way as I put it into the calculator, except the plus or minus.
Sorry, what did you do right up to the minus 4?
Minus 4, and then I did, so it's what's written down.
Okay.
It's like bracket to bracket 36, so I didn't even put a times between them.
Divided by, okay, 2 bracket 2. .64. Does it ask me to know something?
Two decimal places? Yeah, 2 decimal places.
Okay. So 7.65.
Well done. So, and is that?
Is it worth finding out the other one?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Yeah, 2.35.
2.35. So x equals this, or x equals 7.65 or 2.35. Okay.
So, sorry, which part ended at? It says part A. Which part ended at? Where was part A basically?
So part A was when we actually created the, was on the previous page, was when we created 2u squared minus 20u plus 36 is equal to 0. So you just minused the 64, and then we, 100 minus 64 is 36, and that fully completed part A. And then they said part B, you now solve it. So for these, you first construct the equation in part A, and then in part B, you solve the equation.
Okay. So part A squared plus B squared equals C squared was still part A. Was still part A.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was part of part A. Okay, so let's try the second one. And these are not easy.
Okay. For 2, I tried something earlier on. Not sure
Yeah,
if it's correct.
go on.
Sorry. So my equation was x times open brackets x plus 5 close brackets equals 40.
Okay, so right, and next.
Quadratic was x squared plus 5x equals 40. So that became x squared plus 5x minus 40 equals 0. Then from there I found a, b, and c. Found out 4ac and I applied it to the formula.
And what was your A? What was your B? What was your C?
My a was 1, my b was 5, my c was minus 40.
That's it. And you got
So I got 4.300735254 and I rounded it to 4 centimeters.
it's near centimeter. X equals 4 centimeters. And was there a second answer?
I don't think so. No. I would have written otherwise, so.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. Okay, fine. 2, you got it. Any other one there? 3?
For 3. Do you mind if I just write down 2 quickly?
Yeah. So the question, is it, or the?
Just, yeah, what I've done earlier on.
Okay.
Because I wrote it on another piece of paper and I'm going to copy it down my book.
Okay. Let me know when you're finished.
Yeah. I'll be just done in about 30 seconds.
Okay.
Yep. Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Okay. So, how are you for question 3?
I tried something again. I don't know if it's correct. So my equation was x times x times open bracket x plus 2 close bracket equals 108.
Close. This one is slightly different.
Okay.
What does it say regarding the 2 meters?
Each side.
No. So, in the previous question,
Yeah.
what did it say about the 5 and the width?
So that the length is 5 meters more than the width. Whether Okay, here 2 meters less. But if the width is x, that still means that the length must be x plus 2, doesn't it?
If it's 2 meters less.
But it says if the width is x meters, find an equation, hence. So if the width is x, I thought maybe that the length would be 2 meters more.
Oh, okay. Okay, so what did you get for this one then?
X times open bracket x plus 2 close bracket equals 180. That was the equation. Quadratic, so x squared plus 2x equals 180. X squared plus 2x minus 180 equals 0. Found A, B, and C. So A was 1, B was 2, and C was minus 180. I found out 4AC, which was minus 720, and then I applied it to the formula, and I got 12.45 meters was the width, and I added 2 to get the length.
So minus 180. And so what was your length?
My length was 14.45.
Yeah, that's fine.
Alright, perfect.
Okay.
I won't write this one down. I'll just leave it for later. Number 4 was the one I found quite difficult. I started off and then there was quite a few numbers and symbols, so
let's see. So 2 square rooms. So you've got 2 square rooms. So what could you say about the first? What could you say about the second?
the first one would be every single length would be x.
Okay, so that's a square, so it's x.
Yeah.
Second one?
Every single length would be x plus 4.
I believe so.
Okay.
Okay. And they have a total floor area of 230. What is their total area in terms of x?
So I started off, I'm not sure if this is correct. I found out x plus 4 times x plus 4. I multiplied them out to try and find the area of square B. I call it square B.
So what was its area?
X squared plus 4x plus 4. X squared plus 8x plus 16. But then I got stuck because that equals the area of square B, but I don't know what that is.
What is the area of square A?
We don't know that either, do we? No.
What is it in terms of x?
X squared.
And what is that 230 about?
I'm not sure.
It says the total floor area is 230, so the total area of those 2 rooms. What is the total area of those 2 rooms in terms of x?
Okay, so x squared times...
Not times, total?
Sorry, plus x squared plus... So I do x squared plus open bracket x squared plus 8x plus 16.
And what do you know about that total?
It's going to be 230 meters squared.
Correct. It's going to be equal to 230. And now you have an equation.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just writing stuff down as well. Okay. 230. Okay. So do you have to now? Okay. So 2x squared
Mm-hmm.
plus x squared. Sorry, no, plus 8x plus 16 give us 230.
Mm-hmm.
2x squared plus 8x plus 16 minus 230 equals 0.
Mm-hmm.
2x squared plus 8x plus, so this would be then minus. So 16 minus 230 equals minus 214. So plus 8x minus 214
Mm-hmm.
equals 0. And from there we can find A, B, and C. So A would be 2, B would be 8, C would be minus 214.
And then you're just putting it into the formula as normal.
Yeah.
Any questions about anything there?
No, should be alright.
So this is a bit similar to this one at the start, where it was u squared plus another u squared thing. They're now putting it into words, and so the floor area of the first one was x squared, floor area of the second was x squared plus 8x plus 16, and so the total is x squared plus x squared plus 8x plus 16, and the total must be equal to 230.
Okay.
And you solve it from there. So I think the hard part is the constructing the equation part, like making sense of the words. Okay, how are you for question 5?
I didn't do anything for that one, I think.
So this is, yeah, particularly challenging because it's circles.
Exactly.
2 circular flower beds have this area. What's your thinking there?
I don't know. When I started off trying to do it, I just drew them at first. But that's it, basically.
Well, they said a total area. How do you find the area of a circle?
Pi r squared.
Yeah. So what could you say is it says the radius of the larger flower bed is 2 larger than the other one.
Sorry, so I wrote the radius was x and x plus 2 for the larger one.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so you basically find the total area in terms of x, make it equal to the total area as a number, and solve it. And that's the same thing you do, again and again.
So, okay. So the first one would be pi x squared.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so pi x squared, and the second one would be, yeah, that's what I got. Yeah. So it would be pi times pi times x plus 2 squared.
Yeah.
And I put the x plus 2 in brackets.
That's it.
Okay.
And so, what you know how the total area would be those two added?
Yeah.
So those two added, and what would they give you in terms of like the number?
Yeah. So, pi squared.
So just in terms of the number for the moment, like what is that? What will that be equal to? So that you can
2 pi. No, I don't know.
What is the total area? What does this question tell you the total area is?
20 pi for now.
Yeah.
20 pi, okay.
You see how everything has a pi? So
yeah.
Pi x squared, pi times that, pi times that. If you divide everything by pi, that gets rid of all the pi.
But will it mean that we'll have to divide x plus 2 divided by pi as well?
Yeah.
For example?
but that's times pi, so that will get rid of that pi. It'll cancel it out.
Okay, okay.
And because we did it to everything, it's still an equation. Everything stays equal. So we had pi x squared. That becomes just x squared. We had pi x plus 2 squared. What does that become?
X plus 2 squared.
And it was equal to 20 pi. What is it now equal to?
20.
Yeah. And so it, by dividing everything by pi, it's gone from being this weird circle thing to being just something that you're already familiar with.
Okay.
Just x. So what would you do next?
I'd just do what we've been doing before.
Yeah, okay. So we'll get to the stage where we find a, b, and c, and then...
Sorry, so what do I do now?
So now try to solve it.
I'd probably want to find what x plus 2 squared is.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just... Right. So, x squared... So the x plus 2 squared would become x squared plus 2x plus 2x again plus 4 and then equals 20. Okay, so we can simplify that to 2x squared plus 4x plus 4 equals 20. And so then we can find out that a equals 2.
Not yet. It has to be equal to 0.
Oh, yeah, you're right, sorry. So 2x squared plus 4x, it become minus 16 equals 0.
Yeah.
Then now we can do it. So a equals 2, b equals 4, c equals minus 16.
And then you just do it normally. Yeah.
Exactly. Perfect.
Yeah, so for this one, instead of it being 2 square rooms with side x and x plus 4, it was 2 circular rooms with radius x and radius x plus 2. But it's the exact same idea. So pi r squared is pi x squared. Pi r squared for this one is pi x plus 2 squared. And the total of those two is equal to 20 pi, the total that they tell you.
Okay.
You could have done it with pi, but the easy way is to just divide everything by pi, and then it's a much more familiar thing, that you're already good at.
Okay.
Any questions about that?
No.
Okay, so that's 5. How are you for 6?
I haven't done anything for that one either.
So
I'll be right back. Just 2 seconds. I need to...
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So any thoughts on this one?
Okay. It seems easier, I guess.
It won't be, but we'll see.
Okay. Right. The area is 70 meters squared. And the perimeter is 38. Okay. X is the width. Okay, so now we have to find the dimensions of it. Okay. I mean, we could guess. I'm not sure.
How do you find the perimeter of a lawn, of a rectangle?
Add up all the sides.
Yeah, and so if this is x and this is x, let's say this is, for the moment we'll call this y and y. So what would be the what would this be? What would be the perimeter in terms of x and y?
2x plus 2y.
Yeah, so the perimeter is 2x plus 2y. What would the area be?
And the area would be 2x times 2y.
No, not 2x.
X squared times y squared.
No. Area of a rectangle?
Oh, sorry, x times y. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's xy. Okay. So how would you solve this?
Oh, I'm not sure either.
It'd be simultaneous equations, I think, is the simplest way to do it. So you know how 2x plus 2y equals 38?
Yeah.
What would be 1x plus 1y?
Half of that. So, 19, I think.
Yeah. So x plus y equals 19. X times y equals 70. And so you have to solve that.
Okay. Can we minus 60 on both sides? Minus x, sorry, minus x.
For which equation?
Both?
So you could do it with simultaneous equations, but you might be able to just do it like that. So like two numbers that multiply to make 70 and add to make 19. Could you find two numbers?
Like 10 and 9 is the ones where you have to go down.
So, well, that will multiply to make 90. You'd have to multiply to make 70.
Multiply to 7, okay, yeah.
Excuse me.
Okay. So we have to write down x squared plus 19x plus 17.
So, maybe it won't factorize. That's the thing. Okay, we'll do this the simultaneous equations way.
Okay. So
x plus y is 19, x times y is 70.
yeah.
Let's say in the first equation, what would it be if it was x equals? No,
X
let's say what would it be if it was y equals?
I'm not sure. If y was on its own, basically.
Yeah, so make y the subject.
Okay, so 19 minus x equals y. Okay.
Yeah. And now you can sub that into the second equation.
Okay, yeah. I'm sure write that down quickly.
Okay.
Okay. So then it becomes x times 19 minus x
Yeah.
equals 70.
Yeah.
Okay. So then from there we can multiply that out. So it'll become x times. So 19 times 19. Sorry, wouldn't that end up being a problem? Because. Oh, okay, we'll see. So x times 361 minus 19x twice.
So it's not squared. So it's just 19x minus x squared.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's not squared.
Oh, okay, yeah. So 19x minus x squared. Okay. Equals 70.
Mm-hmm.
Then we can rearrange that. Oh, wait. So we have to make it equal to 0.
Yeah.
So 19x minus x squared minus 70 equals 0. And then we can rearrange that. So minus x squared plus 19x minus 70 equals 0.
Mm-hmm.
But then, so with a equals minus 1.
Yeah.
Okay. And then from the rest, it's relatively easy maybe after that.
Yeah. And c equals minus 70. So I think I can come up with a simpler method for this. So I kind of used simultaneous equations by substitution, but I thought of it's a similar method, but it's simpler. Let me just copy paste the whole thing. So you know how the perimeter is 38?
Yep.
So what would be, and we said, like, what would be half of the perimeter?
19.
Yes. And so so that would be the length plus the width would give you 19, because it's 2 length plus 2 width for perimeter.
Okay.
So basically, length plus width equals 19. They are calling the length x. So x plus, oh sorry, the width is x. So they're calling the width x. So you could say the length plus x equals 19. And so what would be the length equal to if you made that the subject?
19 minus x.
Yeah, 19 minus x. And so I suppose it's quite similar actually. And so then for the area is length times width equals 70. And we just said the width is x and the length is 19 minus x.
Okay.
Equals 70. Yeah, okay. So I suppose it's a similar thing. Okay. Any questions about that previous one?
No.
Okay. How are you for 7?
Same basically. Haven't done anything after that.
Okay, so maybe try it now.
We only have to go up to question 12, and then from 12 to 16 it's optional.
Okay.
Just saying.
Okay. So let's see if we can get to 12. So how about this one?
Oh, okay, yeah, we did something similar to this. So you have to multiply their 2 years together.
Yeah.
Sorry. So the product is when you multiply both their ages.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not sure.
So what could you call the brother's age?
You could call her brother's age X.
What could you call her age?
X minus 3.
X minus 3. Their product, so what would you do there?
238 equals 238, so multiply both.
Yeah, so those multiplied give you 238, and that's the equation to solve.
Okay, great.
And I think you'll be okay after that. Or go on, we'll find A, B, and C.
Depends on timing as well. Do you want the? I might be okay if we go on to the next one maybe.
Okay, yeah. So that's 7. How are you for 8? So you might have an idea for it now. So how about this?
Okay. So when you add, for example, x to both 10 and 19, and then you multiply both of them, you get 360.
So how would you create an equation for this?
10 plus x in brackets,
Yeah.
multiplied by 19 plus x gives us 360.
Well done. And would you be okay for that one?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I think so. Okay, question 9.
Okay, so 10 plus x in brackets minus 21. So close bracket, obviously. Minus 21 will give us 238.
So 10 plus x, and then what is it?
Minus 21.
So it says this number is subtracted from 21.
Oh, okay, so I understood it the other way. So, and the number is subtracted from 21. So would you put 21 minus before the 10x? Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And then?
Equals 238.
Yeah. And I think you'd be, hold on. The product of the two results. Find the number such that when the number is added to 10, so I'll write that as 10 plus x, and the number is subtracted from 21. So it's 10 plus x, so it's the product. So it's 10 plus x multiplied by, so the number is subtracted from 21. So it's the number is like the mystery number. So what would that be?
Sorry, I don't understand.
So it would be find the number such that, so the number is, we're just calling that x.
Okay.
So x is added to 10, so that's 10 plus x. And then x is subtracted from 21. So what would that be?
Yeah, right. So it'd be x minus 21.
That would
or
be
the other way around, 21 minus x, yeah.
Yeah. And it says the product of those two is 238.
So equals 238.
Yeah. Equals 238. So that's the one you solve for that one.
Okay.
Is that one okay?
Should be, yeah.
Okay, so find number. So question 10. How would you do this?
Okay, so go some. Right, so X would be her brother's age,
Mm-hmm.
multiplied by X plus 7, which would be her sister's age, so the girl's age, equals 120, sorry.
I think that's it. A girl that's 7 years older than her brother. So he's X, she's X plus 7, the product is 120. That's it. Okay, so that was as easy as the other one. Okay, question 11. This looks like it's similar to the other one. How would we do this?
Okay. So if we draw a diagram, yeah, is that alright?
Yeah.
Okay. So the perimeter of the okay, so P equals 46 meters. So the width is X. So we have to find dimension in the classroom. So can we call the length L?
Yeah.
Okay, so the perimeter would be 2x plus 2L.
Yeah.
And the area would be X times L.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So, to be fair, from here, yeah. So right, so 2x plus 2L equals 46.
Yeah.
So x plus L equals half of that, so 23.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, and then from there, L equals 23 minus x.
Mm-hmm.
We can substitute that into, so where it says x times L, we put 23 minus x. So it will become x times, open bracket, 23 minus x, close bracket, equals 130.
Yes, and then you just solve that.
Yeah.
Or yeah, okay. So if you want to find A, B, and C.
So would it, just I want to check, does it become 23x minus x squared after that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, perfect.
X minus x squared.
If there's 2 minutes left, maybe we can just try and fit in question 12.
Yeah. So, oh, that was 11. So let's see, 12. Okay. So that's a rectangular one. How do we do that?
Okay. So, question 12, a rectangular flower bed measures 8 by 3. Right, so measures 8 meters by 3 meters. Okay. Hmm. So yeah, how would you draw like some difficult to visualize? So and a path of uniform width runs along one side and one end.
A path of uniform width runs along one side and one end. So let's say that's there and there, something like that.
Yeah, that's what I would do. Yeah. Uh,
A rectangular flower bed. A flower bed? And they path a uniform width. Rectangular flower bed measures 8 by 3. Ah, okay. So we have to find the width of the path.
okay. Total area. So isn't this okay? So the area equals 50 meters squared
Mm-hmm.
and is I don't understand it really because it says that the area is 8 by 3, so surely
They want the little, the width, the little width this time. So this little width there.
well, it says the total area of the flower bed and path is 50.
Yeah, so the total area is 50. And they want just a little width, the width of the path.
Sorry, but they're telling us that 3 times 8 is the...
Oh yeah. 24. A rectangular flower bed measures 8 meters by 3 meters. Uniform width runs along one side. So it must be, okay, so it must be the other way around. So it must be like this. And then a uniform. So it must be that this is 3, this is 8. And then there's an extra path along one side.
Yeah.
And one end. Okay. Oh, so it's the same drawing, but yeah, the 3 is down here and the 8 is just this bit. Okay, so we have to find this. How do you do it?
Okay. Find the width of the plus. Right. So we know that the total area is 50, and we know that the area of the flower bed is 24 because 3 times 8 is 24. So that's the area of flower beds. So now we've found the area of the
So what could you call the unknown width?
x.
Yeah.
So sorry, 50 minus 24 equals 26. So and that's the area of path. Okay.
What do you notice about the top?
Is x as well?
I believe so. And
Okay.
so how would you do this?
Okay. Would it have to be 24?
Not necessarily. We said the total area is 50. What is the total width?
3x times 8x?
Well, what is the total length of this line? This part is 3, this part is x.
3 plus x.
Yeah, so the width is 3 plus x.
Okay.
The length?
8 plus x.
Yeah. And what do you know about those two? The length and the width? What equation can you construct?
I don't know, multiply them out.
Yep. When you
Okay.
multiply those two, what should you get?
50
Yeah.
meters squared. Okay.
And that will, and then you
Yeah,
just
from there.
solve that.
Perfect. From there, I should be able to.
Yeah.
Right.
How was that for you, Hugo?
Some of it I found quite relatively easy. Some of it found quite hard. So
And
thank you for your time as well.
you're all right. And if we get another lesson, is there any topic in particular you'd want to do? Do you know?
I don't really know so far because, as I said, I've moved up, so I'm not really sure what we're doing next topic.
Okay.
But if I need more help with this, I'll be sure to contact you.